This presentation is designed to explain how you create your live binder presentation, which is the last assignment of STEM 2. The link for live binder is livebinder.com, so that should give you some information right there. A live binder just takes the place of a regular material binder. It is like a binder with tabs that you use electronically. You can see that I have a bunch of binders right there. That's my home page. And you can see that at the top of the page there are ways for you to create a new binder or shelves for you to put your binders on. So we're going to talk about right now how to create a new binder. So the first thing you would do would be click the new binder button at the top. Then you will get this particular page and you will name your new binder. It should have something about STEM 2 being in it and describe it. And then if you'll make it public until after I grade them, then it'll be easy for me to get in. And then once it's graded, you can change it back to private. So once you've done all these, then you click Create New Binder. Okay, from there you'll get to a page that looks something like this. So if you think about a binder and take this page and kind of lay it on its side, those are the tabs that would be on the side of a binder. So what you're going to do is create the names of the tabs, the different thing that you want on the tabs. Within those tabs you can create sub-tabs, so we'll talk about that. And you create tabs by clicking the plus tab button at the top left, or if you're on a tab page and you want to create a sub-tab, you click that. It will tell you exactly how to do those. If you want to enter a website page for it to show, you can see you have the URL space to do that. So I'm now going to show you an example of a pretty good STEM 2 live binder. Yours is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to show you everything in it, and I'm not going to show you the full pages that are in it, because I don't want you just taking what this student did. I want you to create your own, but this is a pretty good example. So the first thing you need is a cover. Now, this cover could have been a little bit better if she'd included a little more pertinent information about herself. These live binders are designed for you to be able to provide a link to an employer before an interview so that they could look at what you have accomplished in STEM. As if you successfully complete STEM 1 and STEM 2, you will receive a STEM concentration certificate from Florida Southern College, and this would be something that you would email a potential employer. So you want good information on your front page. I would even go as far as to say include a picture of yourself, maybe some basic information as to where you went to school, what year you are graduating, those kinds of things. Okay, so then the first tab. Now the tabs need to reflect the requirements of the assignment. So however you want to label them, they need to just reflect the requirements. You can find the requirements of the assignment in the syllabus. So one of the first requirements was for the student to describe what is STEM education. So on this particular page, the student, her name is Kim, Kim used a website to design the first page. So she's not actually fulfilling the assignment yet. This is like her front cover of her tab. Okay? In order to get what she put in to fulfill the requirements of the tab, you have to go to that little blue tab that's in the middle, and she named it a look inside. It doesn't really have to be labeled that, but that's where she put her work. So we're going to click on that. So in the look inside tab, you can see where Kim has now answered the question, what is STEM education? These are her words. I don't want you copying from anywhere. I want your words. She talked about what is STEM. It's pretty lengthy. She even included a video, and those will come up too. Now, you cannot upload Word documents to LiveBinder because it makes it too hard for the person to open. A principal is not going to sit and click through all of your Word documents because it creates a link for them. So the way I want you to do this is not to save as a Word document, but instead to save your documents as PDFs, and Live Binder uploads PDFs, and they look just like this. So they'll come up where you click on the page and you can see them. So Kim did What is STEM, and she also included a video. Anything extra that you add just adds to the aesthetic look and your understanding of STEM education. So next we went excuse me, to her marketing letter tab. Now, of course, this is just the cover for the tab. We would have to look in the sub-tab, the little blue there, in order to get what she wrote, her marketing letter. So let's take a look at that. So here is her marketing letter. Notice it says, Dear Administrator, because she didn't know who she was going to be interviewing with yet. She introduced herself, and she talked about STEM and what she's learned. Has a lot of information. Her letter goes on and on. It's about 1.5 pages. So don't just give a couple of paragraphs. Administrators want to know what you're about. You'll see the rest of the tabs there at the top. We're not going to go over each one of them, but you can see how it's put together. Kim had a title, like a picture on each of her tabs, and then the sub-tabs contained the information. So we went to the tab that said Sample STEM Lesson Plan, and there's 2 of them there. So you will need 2 as well, and there's her cover for her tab, and then we'll just open the lesson plan. So we opened the lesson plan. She was in a very large class. They did some of it together. And so you'll see her entire lesson plan is there. You can't see the entire thing, but it's laid out similar to ours now. Last, we look on her tab that she entitled Good Reads. Now, this is the additional resources that I ask for in the syllabus. These are extra things that you can put in that just put you above and beyond what the assignment is. So within this, this is her tab, and then each of the blue tabs talks a little bit more about STEM, and she included articles that she had read and good websites that she had come across. So here again is the home page for STEM. So you're going to start your binder through New Binder and create it like that. Yeah, to be honest, you got to go in and play with it just a little bit to get to know it, but it is pretty easy to work through. Again, if you have any questions, please email me.